You are tuned in to Revolution Radio, Windsor's finest variety radio station. You can join us at St. Clair College's Mediaplex every week for comedy, culture, news, and entertainment. Enjoy some R&R with Revolution Radio. The revolution starts now.
You're listening to Revolution Radio. I'm your host, Tate Beemer, here with Brianna Myles.
Let's start off with some news. Stellantis is selling its stake in the Nexstar Energy battery plant in Windsor. LG Energy Solution will have full ownership of Nexstar Energy once the deal is set for Stellantis to sell its 49% equity stake. The release states, due to new ownership, Nexstar Energy will help LG Energy Solution with its tech leadership and global operations base to serve its customers better. Stellantis also stated that they will remain a committed customer.
A judge has ordered a revote by the Windsor-Essex Humane Society. The decision came from the Ontario Superior Court of Justice after it was found the last general members meeting excluded hundreds of members eligible for a governance vote. This comes after the Humane Society's board agreed to start a closed membership model, keeping voting rights to board members only. The Humane Society was ordered to hold a new annual general meeting within 60 days. The judge stated the ruling will not affect day-to-day operations. It will not change leadership. It will only reset the governance process for a proper voting system.
Home prices are starting to show some decline in Windsor. The Windsor-Essex County Association of Realtors has submitted an average sales price of a home in Windsor-Essex. The average price was $528,040 for January 2026, a 7.63% drop compared to January 2025, when the average sales price was $571,635. The association is also reporting a 4.37% drop in the number of listings posted this year compared to this time last year.
It's showtime. Let's get to the latest and greatest in entertainment with Brianna.
Sunday, February 1st was the 2026 Grammy Awards, celebrating the music and recording released from August 31st, 2024 to August 30th, 2025. Hosted by Trevor Noah, the event celebrated artists, producers, and songwriters, featuring a red carpet and live television coverage. Of the many awards handed out over the night, some of the biggest categories included Record of the Year, Album of the Year, Song of the Year, and Best New Artist. Record of the Year was awarded to Kendrick Lamar and SZA for their song Luther, winning against DTMF by Bad Bunny, Manchild by Sabrina Carpenter, Anxiety by Doechii, Wildflower by Billie Eilish, The Subway by Chappell Roan, and Appetite by Rose and Bruno Mars. I think this was a well-deserved win, and congratulations to both Kendrick and SZA. Album of the Year was awarded to Bad Bunny for his album Ibri Te Ramos Fotos, winning against Swag by Justin Bieber, Man's Best Friend by Sabrina Carpenter, Let God Sort 'Em Out by Clips, Mayhem by Lady Gaga, GNX by Kendrick Lamar, Mutt by Leon Thomas, and Chromacopia by Tyler the Creator. I haven't listened to Bad Bunny's album, but it's amazing to see a non-English album win such a prestigious award. Congrats to Bad Bunny. Song of the Year was awarded to Billie Eilish and Phineas O'Connell for Wildflower, winning against Abracadabra by Lady Gaga, Doechii's Anxiety, Appetite by Rose and Bruno Mars, DTMF by Bad Bunny, Golden by EJ, Audrey Nuna, and Ray Ami from K-pop Demon Hunters, Luther by Kendrick Lamar and SZA, and Manchild by Sabrina Carpenter. I actually don't think this award should have been given to Billie. While her song abided by all the guidelines to be submitted, it seems unfair to me considering she did not win anything last year for her album, but congratulations to Billie nonetheless. Best New Artist was awarded to Olivia Dean, winning against Katseye, The Marias, Addison Rae, Somber, Leon Thomas, Alex Warren, and Lola Young. Personally, I would have preferred the award go to Alex Warren, as I have heard much more about him and his music over the past year, but I still congratulate Olivia Dean on her win. Some of the other awards handed out over the night included Producer of the Year and Songwriter of the Year, alongside Best Pop Solo Performance and Best Rock Performance. Producer of the Year was won by Circuit for songs like Abracadabra by Lady Gaga, A Little More by Ed Sheeran, and Red Terror by The Weeknd. Songwriter of the Year was won by Amy Allen for songs like Apa Te by Rosé and Bruno Mars, Just Keep Watching by Tate McRae, and Tears by Sabrina Carpenter. Best Pop Solo Performance was won by Messy by Lola Young, Against Daisies by Justin Bieber, Man-Child by Sabrina Carpenter, Disease by Lady Gaga, and The Subway by Chappell Roan. Best Rock Performance was won by Youngblood for his performance of Changes live from Villa Park Back to the Beginning, winning against You Should Not Be Doing That by Amyl and the Stiffers, The Emptiness Machine by Linkin Park, Never Enough by Turnstile, and Marzipan by Hayley Williams. I think that all of these awards were given out to very deserving artists, especially Youngblood for his performance at the late Ozzy Osbourne's last concert. Overall, the night was filled with wonderful performances, with awards handed out to deserving artists and writers. I'm excited to see next year's awards. Thank you for tuning in to Revolution Radio, and I will see you next week.
That pesky groundhog gave us 6 more weeks of winter, but the weather trends for the next week are definitely bringing us a taste of spring. Saturday will be -8 degrees with a chance of flurries. Sunday will be -7 degrees with snow. Monday will be -1 and cloudy. And the rest of the week is showing higher temperatures, the lowest being -3 degrees, and the highest being closer to 4 degrees, with possibilities of showers and even a moderate UV index. Hoping this kind of weather keeps up and the sun gives us some more shine.
You are listening to Revolution Radio.
It's that time again for our bi-weekly mini-drama. The adventures continue in the world of Dungeons & Dragons as our campaign brings our band of unlikely heroes closer to their treasure.
Where we last left off, our party just escaped the Haldor dungeon with the Dragonslayer rapier in hand. Since some of the party was disappointed by the wealth they gathered, or the lack thereof, they all agreed to make their way to the origin of their newfound sword, that being Forgespire. It has been a while since we last saw our characters, several weeks in fact. They have been jumping from town to town, delving dungeon after dungeon, making their way to Forgespire itself. It's unknown as to why they chose to go on this quest so suddenly.
I had nothing else going on.
I wanted to do something for myself for a change.
I'm technically paid to be here.
Do I really have to say it?
We may never know, but with that, their final carriage ride has brought them into the region of West Teldarine, home to Forgespire. As the carriage comes to a stop, the driver tells our party that they should head to the nearest town of Felmore, instructing to follow the forest's edge and head towards the chimney smoke in the distance. Departing the carriage, our party ventures forth into the region unknown, curious as to what situations they will end up in next.
Only if it's during the day, when the goddess isn't watching.
What kind of oath only operates on 12-hour increments?
Seems like a fun one.
It's like you're a part-time paladin.
No, I sort of get it. My town roughly had the same thing where for once a year, for 12 hours or so, everything was legal.
How have you survived this long?
Wait,
Look at me.
you did the May Murder Fest too? It's a beloved tradition up in the mountains.
Yes, I had my first kill when I was 12. Good for you.
Hey, guys? Is this forest playing tricks on me, or is that a tall, blue man?
Bro, Thor.
Well, what are you doing?
Yelling at him in Dwarvish.
You think that 7-foot-tall man is a dwarf?
3 dwarves in a trench coat, maybe.
Ah, an ancient language. I am much more fluent in Common, if that is more preferable.
Stay where you are and tell us what you want.
Put the blade away, fellow traveler. No need to threaten an old man over a cup of tea.
Wait, how'd you do that?
Yeah, you can manifest tea sets. What are you, T-Man? Mr. T? Tenacious T?
All smoke and mirrors, I assure you. My name is Bellathon of the Forest. And please, accept a weary traveler's gift. It is a long road ahead.
Guys, I think we should probably...
I'd love to.
All right.
Is honeysuckle okay? Or would raw honey be preferred? I know the most gracious bees.
Oh, well,
All right, cut the crap. What do you want?
I hear you are headed to Forgespire.
How did you know that?
And more importantly, why does that concern you?
And more importantly, how did you know that?
I know many things, which means I also know how perilous the path ahead of you lies. I just wish to give you the best chance I can, with a relaxing cup of tea.
So, Bellathon, we appreciate the tea and everything, but you haven't really answered any of our questions.
Oh, to put simply, I always end up where I'm needed.
All right, we're done here. We're done. You all better start moving, or I'm leaving you all behind.
What a kind man.
Oh, I didn't even get to thank him. Thank you for the... Guys, he's just gone.
Good riddance.
I don't know if your aggression was warranted, Kara. He didn't seem like a threat.
Just because he wasn't a threat doesn't mean he wasn't senile.
Jeez. Pretty tall for a dwarf, though.
Grayson, he was 7 feet tall and blue. You guys see him?
And so, the party ventures forth, making their way to the town of Falmore. But as it grows closer, the image becomes quite clear. The smoke from the chimneys reveals itself to be smoldering debris from the alleys and pouring from the shattered windows. The overcast sky turns into a haze of smoke and ash. All the while, the ambience of the birds is drowned out by the sound of an unnatural thunder rolling through the cobbled streets.
What happened here?
This has been The Siege of Forgespire Episode 2, Tea with an Old Man, a Dungeons & Dragons one-shot created by Jacob Neal, featuring the narrator, played by Joseph Bedard, Kara, played by Natalie Reinhardt, Crownessa, played by Brianna Myles, Delian, played by Teresa Jaworski, Grayson, played by Owen Kohut, and Bellathon, played by Jacob Neal. Thank you for listening to this Revolution Radio production.
It's the controversial conversation everyone has an opinion on. Where on earth is the best place to get pizza around here? Our Revolution Radio team discussed the best and worst slices of pie they have encountered in Windsor.
Welcome to our weekly roundtable discussion here at Revolution Radio. Today I am joined with Joseph Bedard, Owen Kohut, and Brianna Myles. We're talking pizza. I think it's one of the most classic Italian dishes, and it is classic for a reason. It is so well done. I've had pizza all over the world. I've had it in Italy. I've had it in Chicago. I've had it in Detroit. And Windsor pizza, it stacks up with all the best of them. For all of you here today, what would you say is your favorite Windsor-style pizza? Or what is your take on Windsor-style pizza? Hopping to you first here, Brianna.
Big Mama's Pizza. Not only is it really close by to where I live, without doxing myself, great pizza, great service, and just, I don't know what else to say. Great service, great pizza. Oh, and you get 2 drinks, obviously, when you get a big meal.
That is a good deal. But what would you say about Big Mama's Pizza? Does it have like the cheese, the sauce? What makes Big Mama stand out from the rest?
Ooh, honestly, I don't know the specifics about how they make their pizza, but their pepperoni always seems to taste just better than anywhere else. I've had pizza from Armando's. I've had it from Pizza Pizza, Pizza Depot, Domino's. Nothing beats Big Mama's Pizza.
That is a good point. Is always that Windsor-style pepperoni is important. That is critical to Windsor pizza, is nailing the pepperoni. And if Big Mama's got that, they're at the top of the Windsor pack.
Yeah, they got it down.
Owen, I know you've talked to me about a couple different pizza places. What are your thoughts on Windsor pizza?
Okay, well, with Windsor pizza, my go-to saying is you can throw a rock in Windsor, hit a pizza place, and it will probably be good, unless that's a Pizza Depot. My go-to, though, is it's always going to be Armando's, just because it's that nostalgic childhood closest pizza place we had. But if I'm talking best pizza in the city I've had, you got to go to Krusty's on Ottawa Street, and you got to get it dirty. They add garlic butter, and it is the greatest slice of pizza I've ever had. It's also about twice the size of my face, so it's definitely going to fill you up, and it's only $5. I feel like for the price, the quality, and just the overall vibe of the restaurant, you can't go wrong with it.
Absolutely. I can attest to that. Krusty's Pizza, I was even going to bring it up if nobody brought it up. It's probably my favorite pizza in Windsor. The making it dirty is incredible. I've never had any pizza like that in Windsor. It just hits the spot. Joseph, what's your thoughts on pizza here in Windsor?
Okay, best pizza in my opinion. There's specifically a Capri Pizza. I'm gonna get flack for this. A Capri Pizza on Howard. I think it's Howard. Yeah, Capri Pizza on Howard. You get specifically a large pizza with extra cheese and pepperoni, and that's like extra cheese, regular pepperoni. That is it. Oh my goodness, I cannot explain the amount of goatedness that pizza is. It is fantastic. When I first ordered that, the box was bulging on the sides because he made the pizza too big, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll give it to him anyway." It was so good. I've never eaten more than like 3 slices of pizza, like unless it's the squares. Unless it's the squares. I mean, like at a time. Unless it's the squares. I ate half of a large pizza that night, and I was not on anything. I was just at my home, hungry. This is so good. That one's good. Also, we both went Tony, Owen. We went to Krusty's the other day. I've never been there. I'm not gonna lie. When we finished ordering, and then Tony just comes out from behind. He's like, "By the way, make it dirty." Scared me so bad. I'm like, "What are you talking about? I don't want it in a trash can." No. Then garlic sauce. Was not aware. Was not expecting that. Yeah. I look at Tony. He's like, "Don't worry about it." I'm like, "What are you talking about? Don't worry about it." It was.
It's okay
sauce.
to be able to make it every now and then.
You have to take me there now.
We might go. Who knows?
I think we're all going to Krusty's right now. Yeah. Right after this panel here, maybe that's it. We got to get our butts out the door.
We got to go. We got to go to Krusty's.
You've heard it here, folks. Revolution Radio. We are hitting the streets. We're heading to Krusty's. Not sponsored, just really good pizza.
Unless it's Pizza Depot.
Chris Dom met with his panel to discuss the latest segment of Am I the Problem?
Welcome back to another week of Am I the Problem? I am Chris Dom here with Haley, Tate, and Brianna. Let's get right into this one, guys. So, this one goes as follows. The Lord of the Rings is doing a theatrical rerun in my city. So me, 27 male, and girlfriend, 27 female, decided to go watch The Two Towers last night. We do not currently live together. There's a bar that I really love next to the theater. I asked if we could go to this restaurant after the movie because I really wanted to get this specific dish. It's lattice-style fries that are fried in beef tallow covered with green onions, bacon, house seasoning, blah, 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 blah. Best thing he's ever tasted in his life. You can get fries for 1, smaller portion, or fries for 2, much larger portion for a couple extra dollars. She didn't realize that the movie was nearly 4 hours long and it ended around 10 p.m. By this time, she said she was tired and didn't want to go to the restaurant anymore. I said, "That's okay," and asked if I could order my fries to go. She said, "That's fine." I asked her if she wanted any, and she said no. So I ordered the fries for 1. I checked with her again before I ordered, and she said 100% didn't want any. We went to pick up the fries. She caught a whiff of it and asked if she could have a few. No problem. They are very delicious, and I let her have some. She then asked if we could sit outside the restaurant to eat the whole thing together. I said no. I asked you if you wanted to have some, and you said no. And if you wanted to eat some, you should have told me so I could have gotten the fries for 2, and I don't want to share the fries for 1 as it's a smaller portion. She got really upset and said I'm being selfish and refusing to share my fries. I said that yes, I am being selfish, but in this case, I really wanted the fries and just being honest, but I don't want to share in this instance. She's since cooled down, but this morning we had a call and she said that next time I should just share it with her. And I said I'm happy to share anytime, but not in cases like this, and she should be more careful about saying what she wants. She's upset with me again now. So am I the problem? No!
On behalf of all foodies everywhere, no, not the problem.
Not the problem.
Not the problem.
Like, you should have said yes. Your indecisiveness does not mean that your boyfriend should go without, and calling him selfish. Hello, are you looking in the mirror? You're the one selfish, expecting him to give you the food that you said you didn't want in the first place. And also keep a note, they don't live together. No. So, like, I don't know.
It was nice enough that he was offering to buy it.
Especially twice.
He was offering to buy it. He made sure that you knew what he was getting. You are the problem. You are the one that said no, so you clearly weren't hungry enough to have any.
He was even nice enough to let her have a few. I would have been like, too bad for you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, totally not the problem. Homegirl needs to get her
Yeah,
act
like
together.
I agree. She should have either bought her own or sucked it up.
Yeah.
I enjoy, like, there are very few dishes that I will not share. But if it's something that I'm really looking forward to, I've been planning to get this, and I'm offering to buy you some, and you say no, you've lost your chance at having some. We can always go back in and get you some, but...
I don't even share food. I didn't share food with my niece and nephew when they were like 2 and 3, 4 years old. You can starve, child.
I love you, but you sit over there and watch me eat.
Yeah, if you don't actively participate in wanting to get the food, then you miss out. Sorry for your luck. No one's selfish but you by expecting your boyfriend to give you his food that you said no to.
Exactly.
Right? And it's like also offering to sit outside after saying like, no, you don't want to go to the restaurant.
Yeah.
That's like crazy behavior. Like,
you're tired and you want to go home and you're not hungry, but all of a sudden, one bite of food, you want to pull over and have a little side street meal.
I do relate to that, but you're right. She should make up her mind or suck it up.
Yeah.
Like,
she's really not helping the case for girlfriends everywhere who are, there's that joke that women don't ever know what they want to eat.
Yeah.
Ooh, where do you want to go for dinner? I don't know. What are you in the mood for?
And then, like, you take them someplace. Well, the guy would take them someplace. They're like, but I didn't want this. Then you should have said something.
Yeah,
it's
like,
not my fault for your poor planning.
In this scenario, he actually planned it out. He knew what he was going to do, and he told her, and she said no. So, yeah.
Exactly.
and like, she's a grown woman. You can like know these things, right? You know you're hungry. You know what you have time for. Like, I'm assuming they're adults. Like, you've
They're
had
27.
at least
27 years old.
27, yeah.
Yeah.
You've had 27 years to figure out your wants and needs, right?
Yep.
Maybe she's indecisive and cranky because she's hungry.
Then she should have said
Get
yes
a
to the
second
food.
portion.
Gosh. So, consensus amongst the table.
Not the problem.
Not the
Not the problem. All right. Well, thanks for joining us again this week, guys. For Chris, Dom, Tate, Bri, and Haley, thanks for tuning in.
Brianna sat with Kristin Kennedy, who will be appointed the new CEO and president of Windsor Regional Hospital this April, in an exclusive Revolution Radio interview.
Welcome to Revolution Radio. I'm Brianna Myles, and I'm here with Kristin Kennedy, the Windsor Regional Hospital's new CEO. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Of course, I'm doing really well. Thank you for coming on our show. You've done so many amazing things since you graduated from St. Clair. I imagine in every job you do, you inspire people and yourself.
Yeah, I try. Leadership's a hard position to be in. It's a lonely position. You have to make, day-to-day difficult decisions that maybe not everyone understands or supports. But I think if you show up with authenticity and you're transparent and you're able to try to share with people what your vision is and the why of what you're doing, they'll back you and support you all the way through. And it's really about just building trust and loyalty with people. And again, understanding why we're all here. We're not here for our own individual accolades. We're here to take care of a community and our patients and the families and make their lives a bit better when they're with you.
It's the benefits of working with a team. You have people to lean on and inspire you in turn. So I also did some research. Did you know that Metropolitan Campus is the only hospital in Canada to have the Ronald McDonald House in the building? Most of them, they have them like across the street or maybe a block or so away. But here in Windsor, we have it directly inside our building.
I did know that. And how amazing is that? As someone who's worked at 2 children's hospitals in the U.S., I can't think of a better model to have. And I commend Windsor Regional Hospital for making that decision when they did. Being able to be close by your child when they're sick, there's nothing better for a family member. And to be able to have that close access in a really difficult and scary time, especially for a child, bravo.
I know. It's such an amazing thing. Before you moved back to being the CEO of Windsor Regional, you were at Erie Shores. That's in Leamington, correct?
Yes.
What inspired you to make the jump from one hospital to another?
Yeah, it was a difficult decision. I really saw myself staying at Windsor Regional Hospital for the rest of my career and retiring from there. but an opportunity presented itself, and I thought I could bring value to that organization and hopefully leave it a bit better than it was when I came in. And so I took a leap of faith, and I, again, have just been so blessed in my career to be around so many amazing people. I think opportunities and individuals come into your life at the right time or the right season. And that was mine there. And, every single staff member, physician, union rep that has come through, and I've had the privilege of working with their, I think collectively we've shown what success can look like when you may be underestimated and be small but mighty. And we've really been able to elevate that organization to having a real footprint in Windsor-Essex County. And I'll be ever indebted to working at that hospital and grateful to the community and the people that I serve there.
It's definitely a leap of faith to move from one place to another. What are the big things that you plan to implement once you become CEO? Anything specific?
I think right away when I get there, it's really just about being on a listening tour with staff and physicians, union leaders, internal and external partners to really understand what they see and what they need for Windsor Regional Hospital and how I play a part in that. Just getting to work on the new hospital. Healthcare is in a challenging place right now. Financially, but all sectors are. We have some uncertainty in Ontario around economics and Canada as well, with tariffs and some of our relationships in the US, and that has a broader impact on us. So I think it's just navigating that and looking at unique, efficient ways to deliver healthcare in the community in a responsible way. Risk is always a good opportunity on the other end.
High risk, high reward. Thank you so much, Kirsten. It was so nice to meet you. For Revolution Radio, I was Brianna Myles, and tune in next time and make sure to watch out for what Kirsten does next. Is it a bird? A plane? A flying hamburger? No, it's just Zach with weird news.
It's time for the weirdness found on the internet. That's right, it's time for weird news. Tonight's weirdness: a lottery winner uses millions to set up a drug empire. Money well spent. So John Eric Spivey led a drugs operation worth up to £288 million, centered on his quiet rural home near Wigan. The empire involved manufacturing counterfeit tablets at an industrial scale. Though he denied any knowledge of the conspiracy, a trial at Bolton Court convicted him on conspiracy to produce Class C drugs and conspiracy to supply Class C drugs. Spivey won $2.4 million in 2010. Along with his sons, he ranked in $288 million after expanding from the cottage warehouse to a second lab at an industrial unit in Salford. The jury also found him guilty on 2 counts of possession of firearms, possession of ammunition, and perverting the course of justice. The judge also concluded that it was the largest production of drugs of this nature that has been uncovered by the police. From the drug den of England to the meth lab of Florida, it's time for a Florida man. A Florida man was arrested for driving a riding lawnmower while drunk on a busy highway. The man in question is 38-year-old Christopher Spain, and he's now facing a handful of charges after taking his lawnmower for a spin where it didn't belong. According to reports, Spain was cruising down a toll road on his mower around 8:30 a.m. last Friday when the Florida Highway Patrol started getting a bunch of wild calls about a guy weaving through traffic on a John Deere. There's no word on whether his mower had an easy pass, but troopers quickly caught up with him. They say he showed multiple signs of being seriously intoxicated, and he was arrested for grand theft tractor. Now it is time for your dad joke of the week. I went to buy some camouflage pants, but I couldn't find any. I'm Zachary Bella. You cannot make this stuff up.
That's it for us today, folks. Thank you for tuning in to Revolution Radio, the only R&R that's less relaxing and far more informative. We hope to see you again next week. I'm Tate Beemer.
And I'm Brianna Myles. Be safe, everyone.
Thank you for joining us at Revolution Radio. This show would not be possible without our talented cast and crew. Owen Kohut, Kelly Scheffler, Natalie Reinhardt, Joseph Bedard, Zachary Balog, Haley Trelo, Brianna Myles, Teresa Jaworski, Otis Redding, and Tony Tavaleri. Check us out at Revolution Radio Windsor on Substack, YouTube, and TikTok.